Hey everybody, Ben from the Whole Brain Group here. So I wanted to talk to you really quickly about a great free tool that really helps with driving organic traffic to your site and really uncovering what's going on. And it's Google Search Console. So if you've already got Google Analytics, which you need to have, adding in Google Search Console is a great next step. That's really focused more on the organic traffic that you're getting to your site. So it's great because once you have it set up, it gives you a really good understanding of how does Google actually view your website. So there's a lot of times that we've talked to clients or when we first started working with them where the website looks great, just had it redone, it's beautiful, and the content is great, it's all there, but there are technical things in the background that are running that whether it's the sitemap or the URL structure, there's some technical thing that Google just does not like. It doesn't understand. It's very difficult for Google to understand what's going on with the website. So Google Search Console gives you a really good understanding of how does Google actually view your site, but it also gives you a good understanding of how does Google show your site in terms of search. So when people are going ahead and searching for terms, what happens? Where do you show up? So Google Search Console is great because it'll actually show you where clicks coming from. It'll show you the impressions that you get. So how often do you show up in search and for what terms? It can also show you what your click-through rate is. So how often do you show up and you get an impression and somebody actually clicks and comes back to your site? Where do they actually go on your site? And then also understanding what's the position in terms of, for those key terms of where do you actually rank and where do you show up? Because showing up on the third page probably isn't going to be as helpful. You need to be on the first page. So what's it going to take to get you there? And you can really understand what the position is. The other great piece is that you can actually understand what terms drove people to your site. So we've run into this in the past where we've had some issues with clients because what ended up happening was that the terms that are actually driving people to the site are not relevant at all. So we had one client where we had a great performing blog post. All of a sudden, thousands of visitors a day. But it was because we referenced something from Star Wars. Okay, so it just took off because it was referencing something from Star Wars. So all of a sudden, we've got this whole group of people that are now engaging with this blog post that's for a B2B product that has absolutely nothing to do with Star Wars. We just happened to reference it in the blog post because it was fun and it would make the blog post more engaging. But all of a sudden now, because there was such strong domain authority for the website, that showed up in queries, and now all of a sudden people were going ahead and finding that post that weren't relevant buyers. So that kind of gave us an insights in terms of, hey, how are people getting here? What are they looking at? Oh, it's those terms. Conversely, we go ahead and use it for clients when we say, hey, we found a term that's really driving good contacts. Maybe we need to increase the amount of content that we have surrounding that term so we can get more people. Or maybe we say, hey, it's a low volume. How can we improve the number of impressions that we get and the clicks that we get on that so we can go ahead and improve that and get more people there. So it just gives us some more insights in terms of how are you getting traffic to your site from organic search.